I'm a dentist, of
Okay.
course. Dentist practicing for 24 years.
Okay.
And so it was about right after pandemic that I had come to, had to come up with this thing.
To do the app.
And been sitting in my head for probably 3 years.
Okay, good.
Only, I think it was just late last year
Okay.
that I finally, tried to, find people who could help me with this thing. So I finally found a partner. She's my she's the operations. So
Okay.
she is she used to be a beauty queen. So she's a consultant. She's more of the outgoing type. So she's more of the marketing side of this one.
Okay.
So I think if we figured if we like gonna team up, she's gonna be. I thought first that she's gonna be the face of the company.
Okay.
But then she told me, no, I can't. It has to be you because you're the dentist. You're gonna build the credibility that this thing's gonna, assure everybody that this thing's gonna work because you're the dentist. This is a dental app that you're building. And so so I'm still thinking about it.
Okay. Okay. So that's good. So what do you think you need more help though? Do you need more help on the marketing side?
Definitely, because the business is purely marketing in itself.
Okay.
So it's just so there's a product which is a packaged services.
Okay.
Minimal product which is about probably around $90 when you convert it in the US. So we need to sell that package to patients.
Okay.
To get like basic preventive services.
Okay, good. So what are your clients located at? I mean, are your clients in the US or are the clients in the Philippines or where?
Philippines.
Okay. Have you thought about expanding to the US anytime soon?
I don't think so. I think the future of this would be because I don't think I can sell this type of thing to a market that has a universal dental insurance already.
Okay.
Because this is like a dental insurance primarily. It's more like a dental package.
Okay.
But you need to pay it prepaid. So it's like a prepaid
plan. So it's a prepaid plan for dental insurance, basically.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. And so I mean, once the app going to launch, are people going to be able just to go to the app and then use their insurance and schedule the time so they can go and see a doctor?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Have you did something like that already exist? Maybe in Europe or no?
Nothing. I don't know. But here in the Philippines, there's zero competition. It's just still it's to our knowledge. I mean, there's none like this.
But that's good. That's a very good idea because we can do two things with the app. One is do the marketing, and two is expand the app to other countries.
Correct.
Okay, good.
But remember, dental is always a localized model. It's always local because our licenses are only valid in the Philippines.
I do understand that, but I'm talking about the app. The app can be extended. The can be extended and locally.
Yeah.
For example.
Maybe Asia.
Yeah, Asia, it's fine. We can do Asia. We can do the US too. It really doesn't matter. So, but we can figure out ways to do that. So to expand to different countries and different cities. Since it's local.
Like Uber?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
It's something like Uber for dental.
Yeah. That's a very good idea.
We're not owning this dental clinics. We'll be just getting services from the local dentist.
Okay. So what you're gonna
Yeah.
do is you're gonna do the match between patient and dental practitioner and put them together, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Is it gonna be a mixed match of it? Okay, so do you already have a plan? I mean, how much do you want to sell in the after the app gonna launch? Do you have a target? How much do you want to sell?
How many? You mean?
Yes.
For this year, for the first year, we're targeting at least 100,000. Just 100,000.
Just 100,000. Okay, and how much would be how much the patient gonna pay for it, and how much the doctor gonna pay for it?
Okay, so say for example, $100. So say we convert it on that. So $100 for that package, we're getting okay, so 60% goes to the dentist
Okay.
because we pay the dentist. The 40% goes to the app developer.
Okay.
To us, to us.
Okay, good. So who is doing the app developer?
So I have a app developer already.
Okay.
So they're doing the app already. So I think it's gonna be finished. It's pretty much finished already. It's just that they say 2 months for the Apple thing to
Apple and Google permission. Yeah, I know. So
Apple and
okay.
for beta testing.
Okay. Now the other question that I have for you, for example, and do you know the language? Are they coding those apps?
What do you mean language?
Are they using Python? Are they using WordPress? Are they using which language?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea.
If it's not going to be your app, you need to know that. Because other than that, that's the app for the program from the coder and not your app. So I'm asking you this question because I also have a CRM. So you have to know the programming language, and you need to have the key codes of that application, because if something happened to the programmer, what's going to happen?
Okay, so the app developer, we are partnering with them as well.
Okay, okay, which is good.
So they're gonna do the maintenance of it.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be, of course, there's gonna be problems in the
I know.
first.
What I want you to think, I want you to think outside of the box, because things gonna happen. When money start coming in, things gonna happen, and I want you to prevent that, because it already happened to me, and I don't want that to happen to you. So that's basically what I work with entrepreneur, to think outside of the box.
Problem?
Everything.
What sort of problem are you talking about?
And interest, conflict of interest. They think they don't earning a lot of money. It's gonna happen. So you need to protect yourself from now on. Believe me, it's going to happen.
So right now we have a contract with this guy. So in the contract, they're getting like a fraction of what we're getting. So per subscriber, that's our deal to them.
It's okay.
More like a per subscriber kind of thing.
Which is good. I just want you to think ahead. Now everything is okay, because there is no money coming in. When money gonna start coming in, problem gonna show up. So I just gonna be upfront with. And since it's something that you don't have access to, that's not very good. If you are the owner of the company or the owner of the app, you need to have the full control of everything that's going on the app. Because if something happened with them, then you have nothing, and you have a bunch of clients, and you're in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to think about it. That's very, very important. Okay, so that's especially when you do a SaaS, you need to know. You need to have a code. You need to have a backup. If something goes wrong, you can go to another team, and the other team can be able to run the app.
Okay, so right now, the contract is more like we will not own anything yet on the first. From what I recall, from the first 2 years.
Okay.
I mean, we can get, I don't know, the UI or something, the codes.
Mm-hmm.
They own pretty much they own the app.
Okay, so that means it's not your app. Their app.
It's not mine.
Okay.
It's their app.
Okay,
Yeah.
at least you know that. So, but you have to be clear because I don't want you to start doing a work. It's like doing construction. You're doing a building, and the land is mine. So whatever you put on top, okay, is my land. I can take your building off anytime.
Yeah. So what can you suggest otherwise?
You have
That
to,
we should.
if you want to, because it's your idea. That's very, very important, Jane. I'm telling you, this is your idea. Okay?
All right.
I wanted to have a programming team that you're gonna have an agreement on, but it's your intellectual property. Because otherwise, why are you gonna put enough effort on marketing if at the end of the day is not your app? Hey, I love to help you on marketing, but I don't want you to pay me if you're gonna be screwed up at the end. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. You're right. So we'll have a talk.
Yeah, that's so all I want you to do is I want you to think outside of the box. It really doesn't matter,
Yeah.
but I want you to think outside of the box. So you got to make sure when you're doing some kind of venture, you have full control of whatever you're doing. Other than that, you're just going to be in the middleman, and the middleman just can disappear anytime because they have the code.
Okay. So of course they're gonna ask me what do I want to do with that. So I'll answer them what.
If you,
Exactly.
if you have the contract, I'd love to see a contract, and I can go ahead and take it
All right.
and take a look at the contract. Okay, but
Okay.
and I can definitely help you with whatever. I can help with the
Yeah.
marketing. That's easy for me. But I'm also a business owner, and I just want to make sure that every single step that you're taking or you're doing, I can give you, guidance. Okay, I can give you because I want to be able to guide you. So whatever happened to me, it doesn't happen to you. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. In 2020, I created an app for just like Netflix, just for African countries. Okay, because I do speak French. So I said, okay, let's create Netflix only for people who speak French. So we were 3 partners. Okay, so and it was in the middle of the pandemic. So I have all the businesses. So I invested almost $100,000 into that project. And
Wow.
and at the end of the day, I got left with nothing. And I don't want that to happen to you because as you sound very passionate, but I want you to invest your time and your energy to something that you can control. If you cannot control it, that's not good. You have
Okay.
to.
So, but the thing is, I did not have that money to pay them. The reason why they did that in exchange for that they're gonna be getting from the subscription.
Okay, it's
But I
okay.
can pay them upfront.
It's fine.
For how much? They're asking for a lot.
I know. It's programming. I know. I understand. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. Either or, I just want you to be cautious of what may happen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I want to be cautious of what may happen. And I want to help you to think outside of the box and to say, okay, we're going to start doing this. Maybe I need to duplicate this and do it on the other side. So if this one fall, I already have a backup.
And the best time to do that is when?
Anytime. We can start now and we can just copy whatever they're doing, and then the process, we can go into the app, check the code, review, and then we can, okay, it's just a backup plan. I want you to have a backup plan.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to start doing, Jane, your face on the marketing, everything is good on the marketing. If something fell off, you are the one who are in front of the people. So you need to make sure that if something goes wrong, you can support the people. Because your face is the one who's going to be selling.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. I have a small presentation for you. Let me show you, and then we're gonna go from here. Okay, one sec. Have you traveled to the US before or not?
Did I what?
Did you travel? Have you ever go to the US?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Okay. Which place?
I went to, I've been to New York, I've been to California, Las Vegas.
Okay.
Sometimes, but mostly it's more of seminars, conferences for dental.
Okay. So
Well, that's it.
give me one second. This is a presentation I wanted to share. Dental conferences, which is good.
Yeah.
Percent English. Let's see. Okay. And in the Philippines, which do you guys speak something similar to Spanish or not? Yes, right?
No, that's where mostly English.
Okay, good. I never been to the Philippines, but I've been to Thailand and China. I'm planning to go this year. Okay, so are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, this is my journey. Is I do remember one time I went to Disney with my daughter. She's 14 years old, and we went to the park. I mean, this was like huge. It was a big humongous park, and
Yeah.
so we were in line. By the time we were in line, you see group of 10 people coming in, and you see group of 12 people coming in, and everybody has a map, right? So
Yeah.
the park is so huge, everyone has a map. So we were standing in line for maybe like 20 to 30 minutes, and by the time we got to the gate, guess what? No more map. The map were finished. So now I'm with my daughter. She's 14 years old. She's big. She's a soccer player, and she wanna run around. I don't have a clue because it's my first time in the big park as Disney, and I'm lost, completely lost. So
Okay.
we entered to the park at 12 noon. We stayed for about 6 hours, 7 hours. Left the park around 7 p.m. and we only visited 3 places. Only 3 places because we didn't have a map. Okay, so I was lost. So
Yeah.
when we were leaving the park, and I was asking other people, "Hey, how was your day? How many places did you visit?" And people said, like, "Oh, I visited 20 places. I visited 15 places." And what was the difference between us and them? They had a map. We didn't. Okay, so and then I asked another group of people, "Hey, how many places have you visited?" They're like, "Hey, we have visited 20 places." I was like, "My God, this is a lot. How did you guys did it?" You say, "Hey, they had a map and they had a guide." Okay, so it was much easier and faster. And this is exactly the moral of this story. Is I see many entrepreneurs that don't have a map and that don't have a guide. Okay, and I want to be your map and your guide so everything goes smoother of what you done. I've been an entrepreneur for 28 years now. Okay, building businesses, failing a lot of time, having a lot of issue. And basically what I want to do with you guys is I don't want you to learn anything new. I just want to help you structure and monetize what you already know. Okay, you already know your dental and your planning and your insurance. You already know that. You don't need to know about marketing. I need to help you and I need to guide you with my team how you can be more effective in what you already have. Okay, so and the question here is how can we transform your business to an automated revenue machine without any complication? Okay, so what I see most of the entrepreneurs don't care is one, they don't have a client acquisition system. Okay, two, they don't rely they rely on word of mouth, which is not scalable, and you already know that. And three, they want to do everything by themselves, which is a huge mistake because it's going to take you a lot of time, and they don't have a sales structure. Okay, it's not a lack of effort, it's just a lack of system. And what we work with every guy people that we work with is on the marketing side, on the sales acquisition side, is how we work with system, because system will last forever. Okay, so what we usually see, for example, people post a lot of content on social media but they don't sell. Okay, people, they have client but the client are not consistent. Okay, um, people know a lot of things but they don't monetize what they know. Okay, and sometimes they're really really busy but not productive, and they're not growing. So that's what I see. Now what is so you are not the problem. Okay, it's not your knowledge, it's not the product, and it's not the market. Is without system there is no growth. Okay, and what I really want to share this with you because I see a lot of people like, okay, for example, oh, hey, I want to go ahead and create an app. It's a good idea to create an app. Hey, I want to buy this software. It's a good idea to have a software. But if there is no strategy behind it, it's just waste of time and energy. Okay, correct. Even when we do marketing, we have to do the strategy behind it. If there is no strategy, posting a social media and or just doing a campaign out of the blue is not going to take you anywhere. So the strategy is always good. So this is what we solve in three pillars. One is client acquisition, because we're going to sit on one-on-one with you and see, okay, Jane, what type of client do you want in? What are the habits? And then we're going to do a system to create the client acquisition, so we can measure everything, so we can get client. Two, we're going to work on the sales system, because one thing is getting client, the other thing is converting those clients. It's two different things. By the time we're going to start doing the campaign and the system, people are going to start coming in. Now, if we have 100 people coming in, how we convert at least 20 to 30% of those people? Because that's going to cost us money, energy, and time. So we need to convert those people. And something that I really recommend to business owner, just like I was telling you before, I don't want to be the one who's going to run all your campaign and do all your marketing. I want to teach you as well how to run a marketing team, because marketing should be part of your company and not mine. Okay, yeah, I can do that, yes, no problem. But and then if tomorrow I don't want to do marketing, what's going to happen to you? If tomorrow, and I want you to own your marketing team. So this is one of the biggest mistakes I did all my life, having my marketing run by an external company. Yes, I'm going to, with the program that we have, we're going to run your marketing campaign for at least 1 month and 1 month and a half. And after a month and a half, I'm going to hire you your own marketing team. They're going to follow our strategy, but they're going to be doing the work, and we're going to be supervising them for at least another month. Okay? And then after, we're going to say, hey, Jen, this is your guy, this is your girl. They're going to go ahead and do marketing for you. We already trained them. At the same time, we're doing marketing for you, and that's because we're going to be doing a lot of strategy and shifting a lot of things. And by the time we're going to be like, okay, this campaign is finally working, your marketing team is coming in, we show them exactly what's working, and he's going to go ahead and keep implementing for you. Okay, so how much would that person cost? $300, $400 max, no more than that. Okay, per month. But he's going to be your hiree. He's going to work for you, not for me. Okay, so do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay,
no.
good.
Go ahead.
Okay, good. So And well, this is just like I was telling you. This is, for example, her name is Maria Fernandez. This is actually my first presentation because I don't really do the stuff in English. That's why you see all my communication is Spanish, because all the people that I help are entrepreneur, Hispanic entrepreneur that live in the U.S. So okay, for example, she had a tax company, and one of the biggest problem she had, it was like a lot of people was coming in, but she had cheap client, very cheap client, $200 per work, $300 per work. And when we started doing the mentorship program, we identified that her best customer was a business owner of construction company. So we start working on how we can get those type of clients, okay, which were like a client that can pay a higher amount, like $1,500 per month. Okay, and we were like, okay, now let's get rid of all the people that make $300 and $200 that give you a lot of work, and let's just focus on the people who are going to bring you the most stream of income for your company and with less effort. So we did it, everything was great, and but this video, this testimony is in Spanish, so there is no way I'm just going to go ahead and play it to you. But so basically you have an idea. And then, for example, this one other academy, this guy is they do 3 academy. They do webinar on AI, okay, for for construction companies in the US. So he called me and he said, Richard, I want you to be a speaker in my event. And I said, sure, I can go ahead and do that and deliver. And I told him, hey, do you need some marketing? Because I run events in the US, but only for the Spanish market. Okay, I run an event every 2 months. For example, last month we went to Atlanta. We did an event for entrepreneur. We had about 87 entrepreneurs in the room. It was good. Now we have another event on the 30th of May. It's going to be in Memphis, Tennessee. So every 2 months I run events in different. That's one of the way that I have to get client for my company. Okay, so he did his event. And I offered him to do the marketing. He said, no, I have my team. I said, okay, cool, perfect. 11 days before his event, he called me. He was like, Richard, I am very scared because I already paid for everything and I don't have no one people register into my event. So I sat with him. We did a one-on-one coaching. So we advertised on Meta and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. So we created a community in WhatsApp. We held that live event. He had 40 people in just 11 days. Okay, and I left them with the community of more than 426 people. I'm like, okay, this is more people. You can go ahead and keep on saying and do your things. Okay, this is my mentee. She's a blog writer, really good blog writer, and she came to our program and she was like, okay, well, I need guidance. I am an author. I have 6 books published, and I say, hey, Esley, what's going on? Richard, I have issue. I don't know how to do. Blah blah blah. She stayed in the program for less than a month, and then last month she published her book on Amazon. Not only she had her own book on Amazon, but she's now teaching other entrepreneurs how to create and publish their own book. So that's basically the type of program that we do. That's another, I'm always saying the result number don't lie. That's, I have the testimony, but it's Spanish, so there is no point. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So how we work together. So the mentorship that we have is for 6 months. Now we're going to be with you. It's going to be one-on-one session because my team doesn't speak English. So I'm the only one who's going to be, at least now, who's going to be helping you to do that. And we're going to be working on the strategy and one-on-one. So we're going to meet 1 or twice a week. Okay. Because I want to go really, really fast on this. How can we get this on the ground? And if you need 2 hours a week, it's okay. I don't really have, I have a lot of time because my business is handled by somebody else, so I delegate everything, most of my tasks. And we're going to do a real implementation. It's not about talking. Here is about doing. Okay, it's like, okay, Jen, let's do this. Let's think about this. And you're going to have the support, of me and my team 24/7. Whatever you need, we're going to be there for you, so you really succeed on what you have to do. Okay, this is another of my mentees. He's in Argentina. He's very good doing scaling business and doing structure for businesses. But that's the same problem you was running into with the lady, because he's very good working on the machine, but he doesn't want to expose himself. And I was, hey, you may do the best work you want to do. If nobody see you, nobody going to buy what you have to sell. So you have to go out and sell it. So, we work with him. He's good on that one. So this is exactly what we work on. One, we identify your target. Two, we're going to work on your marketing. Three, we're going to get you leads. Four, we're going to see all those leads are coming in. Where are those leads going to be based? We need a CRM where we're going to have the lead, where we're going to nurture those leads. Five, we want to talk about sales. Six, we're going to talk about follow-up. Okay, then when we're going to identify the first six, now we can do automation, okay, and do artificial intelligence, and then the last one, we just we scale up the end. So that's basically what we're going to be working on. The price of the program, okay, is going to be the mindset and the mentorship, and then we talk about the marketing and social media. You're going to be guidance and execution. We're going to talk about sales, which is going to be consulting and strategy, automation and AI. We're going to build structure, your own structure, expansion, your geographic expansion. We're going to research, and we're going to do the implementation. One of the things that I was talking to you earlier, it was like, okay, hey, you're only thinking about do that in the Philippines. Yes, in the Philippines, that can be your business, but if we scale it to like other countries in Asia, you can make more money only on the app than doing on the insurance, okay? Because you're scaling, and you gave me the example of Uber. They don't have any car, but they're making more money with people who have cars. So it's like, this is the type of mentorship that we get. And then the talent factory, how we recruit the talent, how we train them, and how we retain them. The young people, especially the people who work in technology, they're young, they're faster than us, so they think totally different. My team is 17, 20, 21. I'm 48. So by the time I want to run a campaign, they do that like that. It take me a lot of time to figure that out. Yeah. So that's basically. So the total value of the mentorship for 6 months is $44,000. It's not an expense, it's an investment. You are a business owner, and I am too, so we know that. And usually, when I talk in public, I offer this program to $25,000. Okay, that's basically what we do. When I do conferences and I talk in public, this is exactly the $44,000. For the general public, it's only $25,000. Okay, today you're here, and it's going to be $7,500 for the 6 months. So we start now into December the 24th. It's going to be more than 6 months for the same program. Now, I always say, people, we always have two paths. Depending on what we're doing, it's always two paths. One, hey, you can keep on doing that alone. Okay, slow, try, error, and frustration. Okay. Two is like, okay, do it with the system. It's going to be fast, and it's going to be guided. Okay. And 1 second. And this and this is basically what I have. This is going to be a finance plan. You don't have to pay me the $715 upfront. We start with $1,500, and we start working right away. Okay, and we start working right away, and it's like, okay, we're going to identify your target. Okay, who are your target? Who are the people you're going after? And it really doesn't matter. It can be for your dental career. It doesn't matter which kind of entrepreneurship you want to throw in, but we work with you from now to December for that amount. Tell me what you think.
So 1.5, we start right away for times 6. Is that what you say?
No, it's not. You pay 500. You pay 500 every 2 weeks.
All right. Every 2 weeks.
Yeah, every month you pay $1,000. The same.
For 6 months.
Yeah, for 6 months, and you have the membership until December. So until now, from now to December, we're going to be working with you, and it will start today or tomorrow. Whenever you want to start, we're ready.
And then, so the marketing plan is what you discussed. Let me see. This includes mentorship, marketing, and socials. But no, how about the marketing budget?
But that's gonna depend on how fast you want to go. You know, we want to go as fast you want to go. So if you want to go fast and you're like, hey Richard, I want to do $1,000 a day on marketing, let's go. Or Richard, I wanted to, for example, me, we don't know what we're getting into. So we start low with low budget, $10 a day, $20, $10 a day in Philippines, good. We don't need more than that.
Yeah.
$5 a day, $10 a day. We testing. It start working. I'm like, Jen, we're good to go. Now we know each client. For example, we run campaign in the US. I have a workshop tomorrow. I have a workshop on my last event in Atlanta. So I figured we did okay. People to get to my event, you only pay $39 local, general admission, with $200 VIP. Okay, so out of 87 people, only 2 people buy the VIP. It's okay, but the rest of the people, they bought the $39. Now, how much CAC, client acquisition cost? How much costs one of the client? So when we figure out the math, it's easy to scale. Because we figure out the math. Because now we have to understand, now we have to know. First of all, we need to throw a platform now. So we need to open an account, Kajabi, ClickFunnels, where we're going to have all those leads coming in. That's the first thing we need to do.
Yeah.
Okay? So people understand. And we're going to know how much does the people cost to come to us. 10 cents, 25 cents, $1? We don't know. In the US, for example, when we run campaign, each people who come to us, they give me one. I don't have my campaign on my Facebook open. My team has it. But for example, each people who come to my funnel in the US cost me between $3 to $5. If it's more than $5, we have to change the campaign. Same campaign if we run it in Latin America, 20 cents. Same people, same product. Now, the people in the US, they have more money. That's why I can afford to pay $5 for one person, because the product that I'm going to be selling is $7,500. It's $7,000. So I don't mind.
Wow.
So if I present this same offer, I present to 10 people in the US, 2 going to buy. I know I'm okay. Okay. If I present the same offer to people in Latin America, is higher. So we need to understand the cost of each of the client in each phase. That's why the strategy is very important.
How about the marketing materials? Are we producing that?
Yeah. We're producing that. The marketing material, remember, we're going to do your marketing for 1 month and a half. And we're going to find somebody who's going to follow after 1 month and a half. He's going to work for you, not for me. I'm going to teach him, but he's going to work for you.
Yeah, but he's not talking in English. Remember, you said.
No. I can get you somebody. I get you somebody that speaks English.
Yeah, and somebody who understands Philippine market.
Yeah. Because we have to teach him. We have to teach him the market, the culture, so he can do a better marketing. But now we can do that. Now my team gonna do it for now. But now, and we're gonna have somebody in 1 month and a half or 2 months who's gonna work for you. But we're already gonna teach him. But now we don't have to wait. That's why when you was telling me, Richard, hey, I'm gonna wait until I launch my app, it's too late. We can't wait. We have to do it now, so we know by the time you launch your app, we already have people waiting and onboarding right away.
Yeah, because we're gonna onboard dentists.
Mm-hmm. And onboarding dentists, that exactly.
It's gonna be a provider. It's gonna be a provider. They're not gonna pay us, but then of course they're gonna deal with them we need to onboard them properly for standard.
Jen, it's crazy. Listen, this onboarding dentist is very good. You know why? Because they're not going to be paying, it's going to be free. But if they want to be on the top, then they have to pay. Do you understand?
They're going to be what?
See, if they want to be the first one on the top, then they have to pay. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, but that will happen on the second level already. It's like we need to put everybody in the
In
app. So when we get enough people inside, that's when we can leverage the people inside the app.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why starting now is very important, because now it's gonna be trial and error, and then that's take time. You cannot wait until you have the app to start onboarding. That take time, and the best time to do it, I think, is now.
Yeah. It's a lot to think about.
Yeah, I know. It's only 28 years of experience. That's it.
Have you tried the working with in this field before, like a medical and any medical thing?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. And first of all, my father is a pediatrician and my mother is a gynecologist. So
Okay.
I'm very familiar with the medical side since I was born. So
Oh,
yeah.
we grew up with money then.
Oh no, not a lot of money, but we grew up fairly.
Okay.
I'm from
Yeah.
Cuba actually, so it's good. No.
So you're Cuban.
Yeah, I'm Cuban.
Where in Italy?
I live in the United States. I live in New York.
Ah. You're in the US now.
No, I'm in Italy now.
You're doing there for?
Well, I'm just visiting and working because I work on my laptop.
Yeah,
And
okay.
all my team is in Latin America. We start working now at this time because over there is 9 o'clock.
So what is day one actually looks like? I mean, like, how do we start? Where do we start? I mean,
We
can
we
you?
we starting having a conversation just like this, okay, and
Okay.
talking about exactly what you want to accomplish in the next 90 days. Hey, Richard, we're going to onboard 100 patients. Okay, let's do it. Okay, and how do you think we can do it? And then you're going to tell me, hey, this is what I have in mind. Okay, let's structure it. Okay, let's have the platform and let's just start doing and recruiting first doctors, MDs. Let's do.
Yeah.
So we have them coming in, they fill up the form. We're gonna decide which platform do we want to have them on. If we wanted to have them on a website, and then we have photos. For example, I don't have an idea right now, but we have to talk about it, and then we just
Yeah.
realize and materialize it.
Yeah. So it usually takes about a month to do.
No, that's going to depend on how fast you want to do it.
Okay. All right. So anyway, so I just want to share. Earlier, I have. So I was, of course, looking for, marketing team.
Okay.
So I came up with like this company who's parang doing funnels. So they're doing funnels, and they're the ones who suggested that. So they said to me, you need funnels to, like, they're gonna create marketing assets for me to attract dentists, to attract patients and companies. So it's gonna be inside a funnel or something, and then and then it's more like leading to that funnel, sales funnel. We're gonna lead to something like end up in a sale without actually me talking to them, something like that.
Yeah, it's sales funnel. Yeah, I do that
Sales
all.
funnel.
Yes, I do that all day long. All day long we do
Oh,
funnels. I do that all day long. So we do it. We have a lot of funnels. That's why we get people to our database.
yeah,
Once,
pretty much how I got to School of Mentors.
let
I
me.
just saw a post in I saw just a post in Facebook, and then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna teach you to do AI automation." And then I clicked it, and I haven't been in an AI something yet.
Okay, let me see.
I went inside the School of Mentors right away.
Listen, Are you looking at my screen? For example, this is my funnel. One. This is another client. Check. He just from today, 2 minutes ago. Okay.
Okay.
That's one of the guy who I clicked to my funnel. This is another one. Check it here. This 11 minutes ago. Here is name, email, and phone number. Okay. This this is another one for my funnel. It came another 11 minutes ago. Okay. Name, email, and phone number. This is another one.
What are they? They're signing up or something?
Yeah, they're signing up. I'm not talking to them.
Yeah, that's what we need to
Yeah, this is see, look, this one already purchased already for the webinar. He's in, boom. Okay, this one and another one. Check another funnel coming in. Listen, 41 minutes ago. I'm not talking. I'm talking to you. They keep coming in.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. But I don't want. In general, I don't want you to. You do it with me or not, I don't care. I just don't want you to hire a marketing team. I want to have your own marketing team. Marketing in your company is your legs. Because if they go anytime, then you out of client. And that happened to me in the past.
I just thought that something like professional will handle this, right away, so that I skip the learning curve or something.
It's okay. You want to skip the learning curve, but you need to have the notion. I want you to be good. And I don't want you to take your money. I want you to be good at what you're doing. I'm not very good at marketing. I have a huge marketing team. I have 7 people in my marketing team. I don't know what they're doing, but I talk to them every single day. I don't want you to learn about marketing, but want you to have notion about what we're doing. So I can teach you, hey, Jen, this is what we do. This is what we do. So you know what's going on in your company.
Correct. Yeah. Well, yeah. So you mentioned that eventually I need to have my own marketing team.
One person for now is fine. You don't need two. You don't need one. One person who know how to do the piece of content, and another person how to edit videos, and then the same person how to know to do the marketing on Facebook, Google, and TikTok. That's what you need. One person can take care of that.
And lead to a sale. I need them to sell it.
Well, that's not marketing. That's sales. That's different. Marketing is get you people in. Sales is somebody's going to convert the people coming in. That's 2 different qualities.
Yeah, it has to convert. Yeah, that's right.
That's 2 different qualities. I mean, you're a dentist, you're not a gynecologist. It's 2 different things. But now is not the selling phase. Now is not the selling phase because we're not going to be doing onboarding. We don't have to sell to onboard doctors.
No. But the thing, you have to do side by side. It's like chicken and egg for me. Because so in order for me to sell it to patients, I need to say to them that we have 100 or 200 dentist providers for you already.
Okay.
So because they're gonna say, why would I buy this? Where will I avail it in the first place?
Because now that's what we have to do the onboarding right now and get the 200 dentists now, and then we go.
And then at the same time, when I talk to the dentist, they'll be like, okay, we're gonna sign up, but where's the patient? How many patients will I get? So I don't have it yet.
But you don't worry about it. Doctors and dentists are looking for patients.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So the patient, we don't have patient right now. We're gonna have patient if we have the 200 doctors in. Don't worry about the patient, because I don't want you to get stuck on what's not happening. The first thing we do, phase 2 is patient. Phase 1 is doctors, is dentists.
Phase 1
is dentists, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Phase one, let's get, if we have at least 50 dentists, we can start selling. But if we don't have 50 dentists, we cannot sell.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So we need at least to, okay, so now we have to sit and say, okay, are we going to do this in Manila? Okay. Or we're going to do Manila in any other city? Or, and then at least per city, to start selling, we need to have at least 50 doctors, 50 dentists.
Yeah, we want to do it. We want to do it all over the Philippines.
Okay.
We're targeting around 500 to 1,000 dentists. Yeah. All right. There's a lot to think about. Again, I need to recall your fee. I need to think about it. So you're like asking for 20. What's up? 500 a month. So every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month.
Okay. Even if you're ready to go right now, we start with $1,000. I don't care. I don't do this for the money. I want to help you. It's okay. So it's fine. I don't have any problem. And we start right away.
And then how many months do you think that we're gonna do this?
On doing what?
On doing the thousand a month thing.
Until you pay 7,500.
All right.
That's
So
it.
this is it.
If you pay me 705,000 in 3 months, it's okay. If you pay in 6 months, it's okay. I don't care. just pay it.
Okay, so that's your value, 7.5. I'll have to look for a budget for that. Richard, I will think about.
It's okay. I don't have any problem. I'm always good. I'm always cool. I just want to show you what I have, and then you do what you have to do. And if I'm able to help you, I'm here for you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. So if you have if you have any questions, you have a WhatsApp. Just write me and.
Yeah. If I have more questions, I'm gonna discuss this with my partner.
Okay.
And so, tell her that that we spoke to each other already.
Okay, no biggies. Just let me know if you need another meeting or you need some clarification. I'm available, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. So if ever, if in the next time, we're gonna have a meeting, me and her, so that she's aligned with what's going on with what we're talking about.
It's okay. It's okay.
After this time.
It's okay. No biggies. All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Good night, Jen. See you.
Hey, see you.
Okay.